Our speaker today sleeps in Belgium, does shopping in Amsterdam and other cities in Holland, and he's from Germany. His name is Detlev, and he's joining us now. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for the great introduction. Yes, hello everybody. We heard quite a lot about technology the last days. You won't hear much in my speech. I'm at our wonderful steemit since only 5 months, and I started after a morning under the shower with a brilliant idea, what you just described, mixing up together some things to a challenge, which I started, and I named it Beer Saturday. Why I did this, you will hear and see with the slides I have with you. But first at all, I like to as well say hello to the world, hello to everybody who is listening from wherever. I had a chat with Scooter from Australia and other ones, so hopefully it's not nighttime there, and have a beer with me. We are talking about Beer Saturday, and the whole thing will be around content, because content is something we will need on steemit whenever the platform and all other technical issues are fixed, running, and we are ready to grow. This will happen sooner or later, next year, beginning of next year, whenever. But we have to be prepared a little bit, and therefore I said, well, why not try to educate a little bit on valuable content? Sounds like a nice idea, but first of all, we might understand what is valuable content. It is this typical picture of your cat. Could be for you quite valuable, for other ones another cat content. Is this something else? So I looked a little bit through the web and created this list, or get this list together, which describes valuable content in a nice way. It should be useful, it should be focused to a specific topic, clear and compelling. It should have high quality, and this is for me maybe not just a high quality picture, which could be nice, maybe something more. And it should be genuine and written from heart. So my idea was bring together something personal, some own stories into all this. And out of this I created the Beer Saturday challenge. And I did this because I've been on many other platforms in the past. Some of you might know Empire Avenue or Empire Cred, how it's named now. And there we had challenges and other activities quite a while. We have a bunch of people who were, as I am, on tsu.co 3 years ago until this went away. And this was similar platform. They don't have a blockchain, but they generated content with pictures and stories and so on. And I took all this knowledge together and said, well, start. And I will show you some examples what happened with good content, or what could be good content, to explain it to all the other people, to see how others do their posts, where they earn something with, which is as well a topic. And just have a look. I have a piece of website from Holbein. He had a nice post about the Beer Saturday. He is one of the attendees of the challenge since several weeks. He already won a few times, and this is how a post from him is looking. And you see it's a nice mixture of pictures and story and something more. And I have another example from the famous Bus Beer Geek. He is as well doing a lot of beer stuff, and here is perfect picture, a nice example how he is creating his stories. And this is something where I think we, and even more the new people we like to address to join our platform, like to start with what we like to read and where we like to see. This is something, this brings value for myself as well to that platform. As I said, I did this just 20 weeks. As a little minnow, I started with this, putting my hard-earned dollars into this, and so with a friendly help from Twinner, I get some statistics and made some nice pictures out of it. So from this just 20 weeks, we had 542 posts in that 20 weeks with the tag Beer Saturday. This was unexpected for me. And if you look to the time frame of these 20 weeks, it was up and down, and it will continue like this, where we see more and more people attend that challenge, because, as you said at the beginning, it's a nice mixture of fun, content, and something we all do, we all like. We get altogether around 31,000 votes on all the content, on all the posts. Not only my posts, these are the posts from all the people who use the hashtag Beer Saturday within this 20 weeks. And they all together generated an outcome of around 9,000 SPD just on their post for that time frame. So the topic is something where people have fun with, and that's great. And we had in this time around 120 Steemians who started to engage with this challenge more or less. And as I said, this is just a start, and here a big thank you and a thumb up for this 120 people, which I put together in this nice graphic. And there's a wonderful generator out there who does all the work for you. And I paid out of this challenge around 190 SPD to the people who are attending this. And by some upvotes of the posts I do, for your understanding, all the money I earn with this post is going to a pot. It's not going to my pocket, would be nice, but this is going to a pot. And from the pot, we do the payouts to all the attendees of the challenge. And from time to time, we have some sponsors who additionally add something. And every week, I make a screenshot from the pot. So we have around 60 SPD in the pot, means it's a normal 15 SPD payout. They are still enough for the next few weeks. But how does a challenge post from me look like? And this is as well something I put into a little animation, and this is a post I made at 1 o'clock this night. So you all might join this, and the SteamPub people put another 5 SPD into the pot to get more known and more visible on that challenge. There's a pot. And we have some helpers on this. I already attract some whales who are supporting the challenge with their votes, and this is nice. As I started this thing, I said, well, I just count the votes on what people have on their post. Until 10 weeks or something like this worked out fine, but I figured out that there are some very special beer people around, and some very good connected people are as well around. So they already end up with 100 and 150 or more votes. So having always again the same people winning is not sexy at all. So we changed the model a little bit, and I was looking to find a very fair model for that challenge. Fair means for me everybody can win, even if he's a beginner or a starter or whatever. So I looked a little bit around at steemit and found a post from Beers, who is as well somebody who is doing a weekly beer post about some German beers. And I grabbed some parts of his idea, and later on I had a chat with a programmer, and I will show you a little tool we created to maybe help you with an own challenge like this, to use this technique we use to get the winners. And the rules for this, for the challenge at all, are quite simple. Have a nice post with at least 3 pictures. Make a nice story around this, whatever. This evening in the next bar in Lisbon, or together with some other people, and tell a story. people like to read stories. And you will get more votes, you will get more followers, you get more people who will like your content. And this means you as well grow with all the stuff you're doing. And back to the calculation, we created something where we like to count the engagement of the users with the weekly post and the upvotes for the links that people put into the comment section of the main post to get it a little bit clearer. And therefore, then we used not the biggest, we used a lottery model where we just count how many interactions somebody did and so on. And we do this, and this is a big helper tool, automatically by just putting the link from the weekly challenge post into a form and getting out of this a little Excel which does all the calculation. And this helped me quite a lot because otherwise I ended up with several hours getting all the voting information together. So if somebody is interested to use this tool, feel free. We put it on GitHub and we will make it more nice looking over the time. You can use a code on your website or on your PC or whatever, and it's just a nice helper. I'd like to give you as well a few facts about the person who is speaking here, because we skipped this at the beginning, as I like to come to the point with the challenge. So as I little bit mentioned, I'm from Germany. I'm an author of 10 or more books. I earn my money not yet with blockchain technology. I still do a lot of consulting in the section of my communication stuff. I speak quite a lot, and as I said, I love beer and other things like traveling and barbecue. My journey with this challenge was, I was overwhelmed about the support I got. I got people showing up, say, well, Detlev, cool idea, I'd like to help you. I got people upvoting my post to something where I said, well, unbelievable, how does this happen? So the idea to create content might be nice for any other, and this is my idea of the talk today, for any other from you who might do a challenge or something like this. Go for a shower, grab your good idea and do it. So at this stage, a big thank you for my supporters who upvoted the challenge or who support me behind the scene with helping with questionnaires and other things. But I still have 6 minutes. Where to go next? And this is an interesting question. So this is what we did. This is nice. It's working. We will do it. We will continue. I think there's much more. I don't know what. I don't know where we might go. But with you together, we can do different other things. Not in this challenge, maybe in different other activities. So the Beer Saturday at all will go up in some way. And my idea is we could do the Beer Saturday activities to gain a source of beer infos, to create something on Steemit where other people, when they search on Facebook or when they search on Google or other sites, are attracted to go to Steemit as they say, hey, this topic is ongoing there. I already see 10, 20 posts about this, might be interesting. This could be even something where we do some voting, where we do some statistics, where we all together have some quality on the nice beer we had yesterday with or without headaches, and other things like this. Yeah? So this might be an idea, and I'm here to discuss this. I like to get your feedback afterwards to comments or something. Another idea we already had is, why not trying to involve the old industry or the beer maker into what we are doing in some way. I don't have a clear idea how this might work, but hey, there are tons of smart people here. Let's do this together in some way. And another main goal I have is I like to bring more people to Steemit. I like to bring more people with that topic to Steemit to do something there. As I said, whenever the platform is ready for the big grow, this might be something where people have fun with. Just as Jeff, who is having his beer already. So we will go now to the question sections for you.
Yes, and as you have a question, raise your hand and I'll bring the microphone to you. We want to make sure that it goes on the recording as well. Question. Yeah.
So what's your favorite beer?
Very important question.
That's not easy to answer. It depends.
What would be some of them?
I really enjoy the Left Blonde because I'm from Belgium. This is a famous beer. It's not a very special beer, but it's a nice one. It's easy drinkable. Yeah? If you don't have too many.
So you prefer blondes? So you prefer blondes as far as beer goes to go?
I'm as flexible as in normal life. It could be blonde, brunette, or black, or whatever.
Red ale.
Yeah?
Hey Detlev,
Yeah.
Busbeer Geek here. So I participate every week. Although I don't take prizes, I hope others get it because I think I get enough. I wanted to ask, there's a big sites that people write review for, like Rate Beer or Untapped, the mobile app for beer reviewing. Do you think that SteemIt can take its role?
Thank you.
Yeah, if it's beer, I don't mind. I'll take one, maybe even several. So what do you think? Can SteemIt be a competition for Untapped or Rate Beer? Not now, but maybe in the future.
I think this is a great idea whenever we create in some way a structure where we rate, because then there's a value on rating it. You get for your rate post some SPD back, some Steam power, some Steam, whatever, and everybody is having an feedback on this. And you might have a better rating as on the platforms where the manufacturers rate quite a lot. Yeah. So
2 minutes left, another question. There we go. Yes, I'm juggling now between microphone and beer.
Give me the beer, please. I prefer.
there are a few more comings.
Hello, Detlev. That's cool that you want to turn your idea with interaction with brewery. I was first thinking when I saw your tag Beer Saturday that you were organizing some events on every Saturday for Steemians to meet.
It's not a bad idea.
That's my proposal, to turn something that is virtual to something real, organize every Saturday to propose to Steemians to meet somewhere and to publish about the meeting around beer and making it concrete and real.
I'm open as well for wine or whatever you prefer. I don't care so much.
And I'm not far away from you, so I will be the first one to join you for such an event.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Very good. And by the way, your time is almost up, but as MC, I'm going to jump in and say, hey, here's an idea. We've often done this where you could have beer meetups around the world and use video. Why not have video here? We're doing it. Over here, we're doing it, etc. We can do that now, so I think we ought to.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Great idea, great idea. No, I like the idea to have some meetings around that topic, which is easy, understandable for everybody, and it describes it describes fun and content. Yeah? So we get some more beer, so everybody will have fun who like to have fun, and then we do a big pros. I will borrow a few minutes from you.
Good, we'll be fine.
Yeah,
Please, go
there's
for it.
no
Matter of
speaker
fact,
afterwards, so
sure, there's no speaker afterwards, so as MC, I'm going to say we're officially finished, and now we're starting again. Okay, so do you see that, how clever we can do it? So now we keep going for a long more time.
Yeah, maybe there are some more questions, as I said.
Yeah, any other questions? Very important.
Do you think these challenges can scale up? I mean, the open mic, they're up to maybe 100 people. You talked to Lucifer about that.
That's exactly the reason why I did this little application, because if I end up with 100 people and I have to count all these votes, no. Yeah? So it can. As I said, it's fun. the platform we are on is a social media platform, and this is not only talking about blockchain or cat pictures or other things, so it might be as well nice to have a challenge bigger. If we put some more sponsors into it, it might grow into whatever. I don't know. I just started it. I just gave it a try and see how nice it ended up. And at the moment under the shower, I never expected to be in Lisbon and talk about that. Yeah, and this is just a few months ago. Yeah.
Any other questions?
So if everybody who likes to have a beer has a beer, I like to give a prost, a cheers, Nastrovia.
There's a camera there.
Yes.
Cheers.
So,
In each language.
today is not a Saturday.
Yeah.
Today is not a Saturday, but
We're practicing.
It's Friday. Friday
It's
beer.
time to practice.
Santé. Na zdraví. Salute.
Cheers.
Prost.
Cheers. Cheers. A special thanks for your support. Cheers. Steve.